Have you ever picked up a perfectly ripe avocado, feeling like you're making the healthiest choice for yourself and your family? You're not alone. Avocados have become a global sensation, with over 11 billion pounds consumed worldwide in 2023, according to the Haas Avocado Board. They're celebrated for their creamy texture, heart-healthy fats, and impressive nutrient profile. But what if I told you that despite all the hype, there are hidden dangers lurking behind that green goodness? Dangers that most people have absolutely no idea about. Here's the thing, while avocados are often called a superfood, there's a side to them that rarely gets talked about. Every day, millions of people make simple mistakes with avocados, mistakes that can have surprising and sometimes even serious consequences. We're talking about things like unexpected allergic reactions, digestive issues that leave you feeling miserable, or even sudden health emergencies that no one ever sees coming. You might think you know how to pick, prepare, and enjoy your avocados, but are you really as safe as you think? Could your daily avocado habit be putting your health at risk without you even realizing it? And what about those viral avocado hacks? Are they as harmless as they seem, or is there something you should know before you try them? In this video, we're going to explore 7 deadly mistakes people make when eating avocados. Some of these can be fatal, but very few people actually know the real risks. And trust me, mistake number 2 on our list is going to shock you. Before we dive into the mistakes you absolutely need to avoid, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Let's grow together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss our upcoming content. Your journey to better health starts here, and we're so excited to be part of it. Oh, and let us know where you're watching from by dropping your country in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get started. Mistake 7, the storage and contamination disaster. Let's start in the kitchen, where one of the most overlooked but dangerous avocado mistakes happens: improper storage and contamination. It might sound simple, but how you store your avocados can have a huge impact on your health. Most people don't realize that avocados, despite their tough skin, are actually quite vulnerable to bacteria and contamination. In fact, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has found that the rough, bumpy skin of avocados can harbor harmful bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. These bacteria can survive on the surface, and when you slice through the skin, your knife can carry them straight into the soft, edible flesh. That means even if your avocado looks perfect on the outside, it could be hiding invisible dangers. The risk doesn't stop there. Once you cut an avocado, the clock starts ticking. The inside of an avocado is moist and packed with nutrients, which makes it the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. At room temperature, bacteria can double in number every 20 minutes. So if you leave a cut avocado out on the counter for just a couple of hours, you could be inviting a bacterial explosion. Eating contaminated avocado can lead to foodborne illnesses, with symptoms like stomach cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. For young children, the elderly, pregnant women, or anyone with a weakened immune system, these infections can be especially serious, and sometimes even life-threatening. So what's the right way to store avocados and keep your kitchen safe? First, always wash the skin of your avocado under running water before you cut it, even if you're not planning to eat the skin. Use a clean produce brush to scrub away dirt and bacteria. Next, if your avocado is still whole and unripe, keep it at room temperature until it softens. Once it's ripe, move it to the refrigerator, where it can stay fresh for up to a week. As soon as you cut your avocado, any leftovers should go straight into an airtight container and into the fridge. Try to eat cut avocados within 2 to 3 days for the best quality and safety. Never leave cut avocado at room temperature for more than an hour, any longer, and you're risking bacterial growth. And here's a tip. If you want to keep your avocado from browning, squeeze a little lemon or lime juice on the exposed flesh before sealing it up. This not only helps preserve the color, but also adds a layer of protection against bacteria. By following these simple steps, you can enjoy your avocados safely and avoid turning a healthy snack into a health hazard. Mistake 6, using unsafe methods to remove the pit. Let's talk about a mistake that's far more common and dangerous than most people realize: using unsafe methods to remove the avocado pit. You've probably seen countless viral videos and kitchen hacks showing people stabbing the pit with a sharp knife and twisting it out in one quick motion. While it might look impressive, this method is actually one of the leading causes of serious kitchen injuries. In fact, doctors have coined the term avocado hand to describe the deep cuts, nerve injuries, and even tendon damage that can happen when things go wrong. Every year, thousands of people end up in the emergency room because of a simple slip while trying to remove an avocado pit. These injuries aren't just painful. They can require stitches, surgery, and months of recovery, sometimes leaving permanent damage. The risk is especially high because the pit is slippery, the avocado flesh is soft, and the knife is sharp. All it takes is a little too much force or a moment of distraction, and the blade can go straight through the fruit and into your hand. Most often, it's the non-dominant hand, the one holding the avocado, that gets hurt. The consequences can be severe: deep lacerations, severed nerves, and even long-term loss of sensation or movement in your fingers. For some, what started as a healthy snack turns into a life-changing injury. So what's the safest way to remove an avocado pit? The answer is simple: skip the knife altogether. The best and safest method is to use a spoon. After you've sliced the avocado in half, gently slide a spoon under the pit and lift it out. This technique eliminates the risk of stabbing yourself and is just as effective. If the pit is stubborn, you can cut the avocado into quarters, making it even easier to pop the pit out with your fingers. No sharp tools required. There are also specialized avocado tools on the market designed to safely remove pits, but a regular spoon works perfectly for most people. It's also important to make sure your cutting surface is stable and your hands are dry before you start. A slippery cutting board or wet hands can make accidents more likely. Always take your time. There's no need to rush. Remember, no snack is worth a trip to the emergency room. By adopting these safer techniques, you can enjoy your avocados without putting your hands at risk. Protect your fingers, avoid unnecessary injuries, and make avocado prep a stress-free part of your healthy routine. Your hands will thank you, and you'll never have to worry about avocado hand ruining your day. Mistake 5. Ignoring the hidden toxin, person exposure. Let's dive into a hidden risk that most avocado lovers have never even heard of: person exposure. Person is a natural toxin produced by the avocado plant as a defense mechanism against fungi and pests. While the creamy green flesh we eat contains only small amounts, person is found in much higher concentrations in the leaves, bark, skin, and especially the pit of the avocado. For most healthy adults, the trace amounts in the fruit's flesh are not considered dangerous. However, the story changes dramatically when it comes to pets, livestock, and even certain sensitive individuals. Scientific studies have shown that person can be highly toxic to many animals. For example, research published in the journal Veterinary and Human Toxicology has documented cases where birds, such as parrots and canaries, died after ingesting even tiny amounts of avocado. In mammals like horses, goats, and rabbits, person exposure has been linked to severe health problems, including heart failure, respiratory distress, and mastitis. Dogs and cats are less sensitive than birds, but they can still experience vomiting, diarrhea, and in rare cases, more serious complications if they consume large quantities of avocado or its non-flesh parts. But what about humans? For most people, eating the flesh of ripe avocados in moderation is safe. However, a study published in Food and Chemical Toxicology found that avocado extracts could cause DNA damage to human white blood cells in laboratory settings. While this was an in vitro study, meaning it was done outside the human body, it does raise questions about the effects of long-term, excessive consumption, especially for people with liver issues or compromised immune systems. Our bodies are generally good at metabolizing and eliminating small amounts of person, but individual sensitivity can vary. Some people may notice symptoms like mild digestive upset, headaches, or skin reactions if they consume avocados in large quantities or have underlying health conditions. So what should you do to stay safe? First, never eat the leaves, bark, or pit of the avocado. These parts contain the highest levels of person and should be kept far away from your plate, and especially from your pets. If you have birds or other small animals at home, be extra cautious and never let them nibble on any part of the avocado. For humans, enjoy avocados as part of a balanced diet, but don't go overboard. If you eat avocados daily, consider taking occasional breaks, like 5 days on, 2 days off to give your body a rest. And always pay attention to any unusual symptoms, such as fatigue, digestive changes, or skin irritation, and consult your doctor if you have concerns. By understanding person and respecting its risks, you can keep both your family and your furry friends safe while still enjoying all the benefits avocados have to offer. Mistake 4, the cross-reactivity crisis, latex fruit syndrome. Let's talk about a risk that's both surprising and potentially life-threatening, the cross-reactivity crisis known as latex fruit syndrome. If you or someone you know has a latex allergy, this is something you absolutely need to be aware of. Latex fruit syndrome is a medical condition where people who are allergic to natural rubber latex also develop allergic reactions to certain fruits and vegetables, avocado being one of the most common culprits. This isn't just a rare phenomenon. It's well documented in medical literature and affects a significant portion of the population with latex allergies. So why does this happen? The answer lies in the proteins. Avocados contain proteins that are structurally very similar to those found in natural rubber latex. When someone with a latex allergy eats avocado, their immune system can mistake these proteins for latex, triggering an allergic response. According to studies published in journals like the Annals of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, about 30–50% of people with latex allergies also react to certain plant foods, with avocado, banana, and kiwi topping the list. In fact, research has shown that up to 53% of latex allergic individuals test positive for avocado-specific antibodies, making it one of the highest-risk foods for cross-reactivity. The symptoms of latex fruit syndrome can range from mild to severe. Some people might experience itching or swelling in the mouth and throat, hives or stomach discomfort shortly after eating avocado. In more serious cases, the reaction can escalate to difficulty breathing, wheezing, or even anaphylactic shock, a life-threatening emergency that requires immediate medical attention. What's especially concerning is that many people don't realize they have a latex allergy until they experience a reaction, often after exposure to latex gloves, balloons, or medical equipment. Occupational exposure is common among healthcare workers, hairdressers, and people who frequently use latex products. If you have a known latex allergy, it's crucial to be cautious with avocados and other high-risk fruits like bananas, chestnuts, and kiwis. Always read ingredient labels carefully, and when dining out, let restaurant staff know about your allergy. If you're unsure whether you have a latex allergy, but have experienced unexplained allergic reactions to avocados or similar fruits, consider getting tested by an allergist. Early diagnosis can help you avoid dangerous situations and manage your diet safely. In summary, latex fruit syndrome is a serious but often overlooked risk for avocado lovers with latex allergies. By understanding the connection and knowing the symptoms to watch for, like itching, swelling, hives, or trouble breathing, you can protect yourself and make informed choices. If you ever experience a severe reaction, seek medical help immediately. Your health and safety always come first. Mistake 3, the calorie trap, overconsumption and weight gain. Avocados have earned their reputation as a superfood, celebrated for their heart-healthy fats, fiber, and impressive nutrient profile. However, one of the most common mistakes people make is underestimating just how calorie-dense avocados really are. While they're packed with beneficial monounsaturated fats and vitamins, a single large avocado contains around 320 calories and nearly 30 grams of fat. For anyone trying to manage their weight, these numbers matter more than you might think. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that because avocados are healthy, you can eat as much as you want without consequence. This is a misconception that can quietly sabotage your weight goals. Research, including a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, has shown that moderate avocado consumption does not lead to weight gain and may even help with weight management by increasing satiety and reducing unhealthy snacking. However, the key word here is moderate. The problem arises when avocados are added to meals that are already calorie-rich, rather than being used as a replacement for other fats or calorie sources. Many people unknowingly double or even triple their calorie intake by piling avocado onto toast, salads, smoothies, and sandwiches, on top of other high-calorie ingredients. For example, adding a whole avocado to a meal that already contains cheese, nuts, or oils can easily push your daily calorie intake well above what your body needs, leading to gradual weight gain over time. This is especially true for those who eat avocados daily without tracking their portions. So what's the right way to enjoy avocados without falling into the calorie trap? Nutrition experts recommend sticking to about 1/3 of a medium avocado per serving, which is roughly 50 grams or 8,100 calories. This portion size allows you to benefit from the nutrients and healthy fats without overloading on calories. If you love avocados and want to include them regularly, try using them as a substitute for other fats in your diet. For instance, swap out mayonnaise, butter, or cheese for avocado in sandwiches and salads. This way, you're not simply adding more calories, but making a healthier trade. It's also helpful to be mindful of your overall daily calorie needs, which vary based on age, gender, activity level, and health goals. Tracking your intake, even occasionally, can help you stay aware of how much you're really eating. Remember, avocados are a fantastic addition to a balanced diet, but like all good things, they're best enjoyed in moderation. By being conscious of portion sizes and making smart substitutions, you can savor the creamy goodness of avocados without letting them derail your health and weight goals. Mistake 2, ignoring individual tolerance and sensitivity. Ignoring your own body's signals when it comes to avocados is a mistake that's often overlooked, but it can have a real impact on your health and comfort. While avocados are packed with nutrients and healthy fats, not everyone's digestive system or immune system handles them the same way. Individual tolerance to avocados can vary widely, depending on genetics, underlying health conditions, and even age. For some people, eating avocados can lead to uncomfortable symptoms that are easy to dismiss or misattribute to other foods. One of the most common issues is digestive distress. Avocados are high in fiber, which is generally a good thing, but for people with sensitive digestive systems, too much fiber can cause bloating, gas, or changes in bowel habits. This is especially true for those with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth (SIBO), as avocados also contain sorbitol, a type of sugar alcohol that can be difficult to digest and may trigger symptoms like cramping or diarrhea in susceptible individuals. If you notice that you feel uncomfortable after eating avocados, it's worth considering whether fiber or sorbitol might be the culprit. Another factor to consider is histamine intolerance. As avocados ripen, their histamine content increases. For people who are sensitive to histamine, this can lead to symptoms such as headaches, skin rashes, itching, or digestive upset. Histamine intolerance is often underdiagnosed, but if you experience these symptoms after eating avocados or other aged or fermented foods, it might be worth discussing with your healthcare provider. Allergic reactions are another possibility. Some people experience oral allergy syndrome, especially those with pollen allergies. This can cause itching, tingling, or swelling in the mouth and throat shortly after eating avocado. In rare cases, more severe allergic reactions can occur, so it's important to pay attention to any unusual symptoms and seek medical advice if you suspect an allergy. Genetic differences in enzyme production and age-related changes in digestion can also play a role in how your body handles avocados. What you tolerated easily in your 20s might not sit as well in your 40s or 50s. The key is to listen to your body. If you notice consistent discomfort, keep a food diary to track your symptoms and see if there's a pattern. Adjust your intake as needed. Sometimes simply reducing your portion size or frequency can make a big difference. Ultimately, avocados can be a wonderful part of a healthy diet, but only if your body agrees. Respect your individual tolerance, stay mindful of how you feel, and don't hesitate to cut back or avoid avocados altogether if they don't work for you. Your health and comfort should always come first. Mistake 1, medication interactions and health complications. As we reach the final and equally important point, it's crucial to understand that avocados, while generally healthy, can interact with certain medications and health conditions in ways that may be harmful if not managed properly. This is a detail that often goes unnoticed, but it can have serious consequences for people on specific treatments or with underlying health issues. One of the main concerns involves blood thinners, such as warfarin and other anticoagulants. Avocados contain moderate amounts of vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting. For individuals taking blood thinners, maintaining a consistent intake of vitamin K is vital because sudden increases or decreases can interfere with the medication's effectiveness. If you suddenly start eating more avocados, you might unintentionally reduce the effectiveness of your blood thinner, increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots. On the other hand, cutting back on vitamin K-rich foods can raise your risk of excessive bleeding. This delicate balance means that any significant change in your avocado consumption should be discussed with your healthcare provider. Another important consideration is potassium. Avocados are naturally high in potassium, which is usually a good thing for heart health. However, for people taking certain medications, like ACE inhibitors, angiotensin receptor blockers, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, too much potassium can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition where potassium levels in the blood become dangerously high. Hyperkalemia can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even cardiac arrest in severe cases. If you have kidney problems or are on any of these medications, it's especially important to monitor your potassium intake, including from avocados. For those managing diabetes, avocados can also have an impact. Their high fiber content can slow the absorption of carbohydrates, which is generally beneficial, but it can also make blood sugar levels less predictable when combined with diabetes medications. Additionally, the healthy fats in avocados can enhance insulin sensitivity, sometimes leading to unexpected drops in blood sugar. If you're adjusting your diet to include more avocados, it's wise to keep a close eye on your blood sugar and consult your doctor or dietitian for personalized advice. In summary, while avocados offer many health benefits, they're not risk-free for everyone, especially if you're taking certain medications or have specific health conditions. Always talk to your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet, particularly if you're on blood thinners, heart medications, or diabetes drugs. Being proactive and informed ensures you can enjoy avocados safely without compromising your health or the effectiveness of your treatments. We've reached the end of our journey through the most critical avocado mistakes you should never make. Have you ever made one of these errors without even realizing it? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help someone else in our community stay safe and healthy. Remember, avocados are a fantastic addition to your diet, but only when enjoyed with care and awareness. By avoiding these common pitfalls, you can savor all the benefits without putting your health at risk. If you found these tips helpful or learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow avocado fans. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. To keep learning, we've handpicked 2 videos just for you. Click on one of them and we'll see you there.